Hi all, good morning everyone. Today we are going to say about the uncovering and investigation community concern. Let us see in detail. So, what is empathy in design thinking? Empathy is the first step in design thinking. It also involves the understanding the user needs, challenges, and emotion of the people whom you are designing for. The main goal is to gain a depth insights into a community real concern and frame the problem in human-centered ways. Let us discuss about this in detail. So you all know about the five phases of empathy. That is five phases of design thinking. The first stage is empathy. So empathy uncovers the hidden concern and unspoken needs, and also it helps in avoid assumption about what actually people need and leads to human-centered solution, and also it should be resonated with emotionally, and also empathy fosters collaboration between the community and designers. These are the crucial part of design thinking, and let us see what are the methods to investigate community concern. The five methods is something that your observation, interviews, surveys, workshops, and empathy mapping. So observation is something that watching behavior and interaction in real time context, and interviewing is that asking open-ended questions to hear the personal stories, and surveys gathering out some quantitative data among the crowds or among any community halls. So workshop is collaborative session where community members voice out, and empathy is documenting whether what actually people feels, think, and also what they do and what feel. So first thing is empathy through observation. You have to observe in a place about their habits and interaction. So you have to spend a time in a places where the community gathers, whereas park, public transportation hubs, schools, and market. Example, if you're if you're investigation about the public transportation in a neighborhood, you have to spend a few times in bus stops and observing the passengers, and you might have noticed how many people are frustration by waiting in long hours in a crowded bus. So next is about the empathy through interviewing. So to gather a qualitative insights by engaging in deep and meaningful conversation with the members involved in it. So you have to conduct a open-minded interviews, which is wide variety of people from a community focus on listening more than talking. And you have to ask question, can you tell me about your daily routines, and also what are the biggest challenges you face when you're using a public transformation, and how do you delay or a crowded bus impact your day, so that the passengers may answer, I am very late to my work, I'm frustrated, it's getting a long waiting time. And next is that empathy through a survey. So based on the feedback from the public, that is by creating a Google form or creating a survey to the public, you can also scale up the what are the needs. And next thing is about empathy through the workshop. So to directly engage the community in problem identification and collaboration solution design, organize a focus group workshops or a town hall meetings where community members can voice their ideas collectively and encourage them to brainstorm their solutions. So this workshops hosting will improve the transportations and local officials and transit workers to participate in discussion. So by brainstorming. So based on the brainstorming, they're developing a real-time bus tracking apps and also increase the bus frequently during the rush hours. The next is empathy mapping. To organize and synthesize the insights gaining during observation, interviews, and surveys, use empathy maps to document what are actually the community people needs, what they says, and what they think and what they feel. So this helps to visualize the concern from different perspectives. So saying something that the bus is always late, and doing something that's checking their phone for updates or calling for taxis, and thinking that it will always be late to the work, and feeling is something that they are frustrated and anxious and stressed. So based on the emotions, you have to find out a proper solution based on this empathy mapping. So next is identifying patterns and person to person, the problem differs. Based on the professional, the problem will be they will be late to the work, and based on the parents, they morely concerned about the safety of the children. So based on that, you have to empathize. So last thing is that simulating the challenges to build ever deeper empathy by personally experiencing community concern. The method is that experiencing the challenges firsthand, and for instance, taking the same best routines for different times of a day. So after taking a different days, you will find out a solution. What are the solution? How you feel exactly feel in a crowded area. And next is that synthesize insight into the problem statement, which means to transfer the insights and action problem statements that drives the design of innovative solution, which means how might we method framework to concern community into an opportunity. So how might we improve the reliability of public transportation so that the people can arrive on time, and also they reduce their stress and anxiety. So I hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you.